Hey, so I just got off work, right? Hold on, I feel like I'm so like, is that better? I think that's better. So I just got off work, right? And I was on my phone just scrolling through TikTok, and I was looking at my comments, well no, my likes and stuff, like the reposts and stuff on TikTok, and I had saw that one of my friends had reposted a video that I had posted, and it was like these four like boys like doing the Sexyy Red song, like, you know, her song Right Now You My Everything. So they were singing a song and they were all singing like different parts, but it was like a 4-part like harmony, and I just liked, you know, the way that they did that or whatever, so I just reposted it. And I was thinking about how people were saying like, oh, Sexyy Red is a detriment to the black community. Sexyy Red is the reason why the black community is the way it is now. And I feel like you can't really say that. Like, I feel like you can't just be like, oh, the black community is poor now because of Sexyy Red. The black community is having girls as young as 15, 14, 16, 17, no job 18, no job 19, college, even those girls, you know what I'm saying? While they're having babies and like some girls be like 20 with 2 babies. How? You get what I'm saying? That's been a thing in the black community. Sexyy Red did not pioneer anything that's going on. The black community has been the way it is. Like, to say that Sexyy Red is the reason why the black community is like falling apart is like ludicrous, because we've been falling apart since the 70s. Like, to be honest with you, like late 70s going into the 90s, and then like not the 90s, the 80s, I'm sorry, the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's been, you know what I'm saying, it's been doing period, you know? So how are we going to say that Sexyy Red is the reason why it is that way when it's been that way? Like, that it just don't make sense. And then if you look at it, it's like, why do we have to blame Sexyy Red? Like, why are we not blaming like Future? You get what I'm saying? And I love Future. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you turn on a good Future song, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I like Future. I like his music. Don't please. But it's like, you don't never see Future push the marriage agenda. You don't never hear Future push the family agenda. You don't never hear him telling you young niggas to go get married and have kids and settle down and get out the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was at grandma's house, you know, trapping. Like, that's all he be talking about. And don't nobody ever just be like, oh, Future is a detriment to society because he be influencing people to have hoes and not get married and settle down and blah blah blah. You know, like, we don't never blame him for that, but why we gotta blame Sexyy Red for that? It just don't make sense. It just don't add up. Like, she's one person. How is she responsible for an entire community when she only represents a piece of that community? I don't think that it's right that we just deny her, you know, as an artist or whatever because of what she represents. Like, she represents real people. Like, there are actual human beings, human black women that act just like her in this world. So how are we just gonna write off? Because I see people on Twitter write off her career all the time because she's derogative, she promotes sex, she promotes this and that. I'm like, but that's reality for some people. Like, some people really be walking around talking about, you know, F my baby dad, and be like, so for real. So I don't think that it's just fair to her, or yeah, fair to her that we as the black community, you know what I'm saying, just be like, oh, it's Sexyy Red. Or even let people like make videos about her on Twitter that's saying that like she's the reason why. Like, that lady is not the reason why. Like, come on now. It's people been talking about the stuff that she be talking about. Like, have you heard of Trina? Have you heard of Kaya? Like, where have you been? Like, Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, all the greats, baby. Like, For real, like, you want to blame Sexyy Red? Like, come on now, like, that's just crazy. That's just crazy to me. Like, we don't never blame nobody else. We'll never blame Lil Wayne. We'll never blame Lil Wayne. We'll never be like, Lil Wayne is the reason why boys are getting that, you know, I'm latex or whatever. Because, you know, he had like a whole verse about like the whole like latex play on word thing, whatever. They don't ever, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody ever want to accuse him of that or pin that on him. But as soon as Sexyy Red wanna, you know, F my baby dad and bow, 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 it's a problem. Come on now, like, we're all grown here, you know? And if you're not grown, then, I mean, if you, that's between you and your mama, baby. But we're grown, like, it's fun. Like, why are we making it so deep? It's just fun music. Like, people are really trying to paint a narrative. Like, that's crazy to me. When they know that it's people like this in real life. Like, this isn't, it's not an act. Like, that's, you know. Okay, well, that's all I have to say about that.